Hey y'all, this is your girl Michaela Renee, all day, every day. Today I wanted to show you guys how to make a basic decoction. Now, you know what? There are a variety of ways that we can maximize the benefits of herbs and consume them in a safe and healthy way. One of those ways is to make a decoction. I was riding around yesterday, running a lot of errands, and I guess that we were on the go, so we were eating in the car, me and my 1-year-old. So he kind of spit up a little bit, and I was like, okay, he's probably jumbled to and fro. His stomach might be a little upset. So I said, okay, when I get home, it's gonna be late. So in the morning, I'm gonna make him a decoction because he'll be asleep by the time we get home. This was yesterday. So I'm making the baby a decoction this morning, and it's gonna be infused with everything that'll be great for his upset tummy. Now keep in mind that you can use all kinds of herbs as long as they are safe for consumption. And one of the most important things that you have to remember about this decoction or any infusion that you make is that you need to respect and have knowledge of the potency of every herb that you use, because you don't want to overdose. That would defeat the purpose. So let me get started and show you guys right now how to make this decoction. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna do is fill a pot up with hot water, and as you see, we have it on high. So we're gonna bring this water to a boil. Just to let you know, how much water you use depends on how much of a decoction that you wanna use and how much herbs you're willing to put inside of the water in order to make it very potent. So for me, I'm using about 2 cups of water because I gotta let it simmer for 20 minutes, which we'll get to, and some of the water is gonna evaporate, but I want enough for his sippy cup. So here we have just about 2 cups of water in a small pot on high. So we're gonna bring this to a boil and I will show you the next step. Okay, now that our water has come to a boil, we are ready for the next step. Now, since this decoction is actually for an upset stomach, I'm gonna use every herb that I can think of that is tasty for a baby and will help with his upset stomach. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put a spoonful of anise seeds. And just a little background on the anise seed, it has a mint flavor and it was traditionally used by Romans primarily as flavoring, but it has also been used by the Mayans and Spanish people and people in South America for the digestive system, okay? So this is gonna help with if you have colic, bloating, gas, and your digestive system. So basically the anise seeds is a digestive aid. Next, I am going to add 1 heaping spoonful of ginger root powder. And you can give it a little stir so it doesn't get caught on the edges. And we still have it on high while we're adding. Now I can already smell the ginger. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. But to that, I'm going to spice it up a little bit more by adding some papaya leaf enzyme, which is actually inside of my Dr. Sebi inspired full body detox tea. And it is wonderful as a digestive aid. It has so many properties. Do your research on papaya leaves. You will not regret it. And finally, to this mix, I am going to add some rinsed off raspberries, about a handful. And that is really gonna set it off. So we have the anise seeds, which gives it that minty flavor. We've got some ginger root powder, which is excellent for everything stomach related. We also have some papaya leaf enzymes, and we have the raspberry. So basically we're gonna let it sit. The heat is on high, but we are going to turn it down and let it simmer for a little while. About 20 to 30 minutes, and that will be great. So what you're gonna do is just cover this pot with a top. Oh my gosh, the aroma smells so good right now. Now, as our decoction is actually simmering for 20 to 30 minutes with the top on there, now, as our decoction is simmering with the pot covered, for 20 to 30 minutes, I thought it would be important to come to you and let you know the benefits of a decoction versus just throwing a tea bag into some water. When you throw a tea bag into some water and let it sit for 2 minutes or so, and then stir it up and drink it, you're not really engaging the herbs in the water. Thanks for that. And you're not really getting the full benefits and the maximum healing benefits of those herbs because they haven't had a chance to be broken apart by the heat and the water they're in. So it's so important to realize that a decoction, excuse me, is not just some tea or some herbal remedy that you're throwing together in a rush, but it's something that you're doing that's going to be maximizing the benefits of those herbs being extracted through the water. So in essence, the difference between a regular, just drinking some tea that you let sit with a tea bag in there for a minute or two before you drink it, and an actual decoction is the extraction method and the level of the potency of the herbs, which is going to be in that decoction water once you let it simmer for 20 and 30 minutes to actually break those herbs down. So once our decoction is completed and it's simmered for about 10-20 minutes, covered with the top, what we're going to do is use a simple baby strainer or any kind of strainer, and we're going to strain all of the stuff out of the decoction so that we just get nothing but the pure herbs infused with the water. Okay, so after we have finished straining and draining all of our herbs, what we're going to be left with is a nice, beautiful decoction that is going to be so healthy for my baby's digestive system. And here I don't have any agave, but what I do have is some honey straight from Texas, made here in Big Texas, and I love it. So I'm just gonna add a little, it's not even a full spoonful, and I'm going to give it a little stir. I'm gonna cover his sippy cup with the top, and I am going to allow it to cool off for a little while, just until it's room temperature, in which I'm going to give it to him, and he is going to love me for it. Here, be quiet.